What's on the bench today? We've got a, I believe, 1938 Gibson L00, I think. This belonged to my customer's father, and it's been in his family since it was brand new, and it's just super neat. And it's actually a pretty darn clean guitar. It had a repair inside. Can't see it without a light, but he actually used a wooden, like, ice cream spoon from years ago to fix this crack right here, and it's held up all those years. The reason it's in here is because at some point, we think in the late 60s, early 70s, it had the tuners replaced with these cheesy replacement tuners, and they worked fine, but now they just don't hold tune anymore. And so what we're going to do is replace it with some original style single line Clousons, and that will fit the bill. And while it's here, I'm going to go ahead and clean the thing up and get it shiny again, and just make it look nice for him. So anyway, I will kind of take you along for the ride. First thing we're going to do is remove these old cheap tuners, and we'll keep the original ferrules and probably even use the original hardware. And then I'll just stick this stuff back in the box when we're done. I'll try and clean up the nut area a little bit. As you can see, it's been glued on with looks like maybe Gorilla Glue, and I don't like that, so we will get rid of that also. But man, what a cool guitar. All right, use the McGuire's, use the Ultra Cut compound, and then the Ultra Finishing, polish, and got this old lacquer pretty darn shined up, much better than what it was. And compared to the front, you can see how it looked beforehand. So now I'm going to move on to the front. I've got a new bone nut that I will put on it. I was able to get that Gorilla Glue off of there. I'll get the headstock all cleaned up, and get the frets and the fretboard all cleaned up, and it'll be ready to put back together and go back to the customer. All right, headstock's nice and shiny. And now so is the body. And so now I'm going to clean up the fretboard, clean up the frets, get those polished up, get the tuners in there, get the nut glued in, and get it strung up and set up and ready to go. All right, Clousons are in. So now I'll flip it over and I'll throw the ferrules in, and then I'll get the nut glued on. And we're getting steps closer every inch of the way. So this thing cleaned up pretty darn well, and before it's done, I will put a coat of wax on it, and just to kind of protect it. So anyway, all right, tuners on, ferrules on, got the glue drying on the nut with a little clamp, got all the frets nice and shiny polished again, cleaned up the fretboard. Kind of had to really do a lot of scraping down here in the cowboy cord area, just because it was so dirty and cowboy cordy. But yeah, this thing is going to be awesome, and can't wait to give it back to the customer and have him be full of smiles. All right, guys, back with the 38 Gibson. I think it's 38, might be 34. Anyway, got strings on it, new nut, it's all set up. Man, is this a beautiful sounding guitar. Gibson really made something back then, you know, and looks like I got some dirty fingerprints up here, need to be cleaned off, but I was just playing it, and man, what a cool guitar. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can set the camera up, and I'll do a little play demonstration for you. because this one deserves to be heard.
All right, guys. I don't know if my face or head is cut off because I just kind of got a shady little setup on the iPhone, but. Anyway, guys, you get the point. This thing is just a gorgeous sounding guitar. Gibson, back when they made these, they actually cared about making guitars and making a quality product for the people that the people could afford. Now they've gone way past that and they claim quality and only Gibson is good enough. But if you ask me, modern Gibsons are garbage, even their custom shop stuff. I've seen it, it's came through here, it's not good. But anyway, so I'll leave you with one of my favorite Pink Floyd songs because I wish you all were here to enjoy this. Have a great day, guys.